What is up, Creative Gang? Welcome to episode number 18 of In the Frame Podcast. I'm your host, Peter Collins, joined by your co-host, Alberto Mendoza.
Let's get her.
Let's get her.
I always get nervous when you pop that beer on top of your laptop, man. That's good
There it
stuff.
is.
What's going on, man? I found out on Instagram that today is National Podcast Day.
Yep, we had to rearrange our schedule because it's so important and we want to.
No, we fucking did not. It just happened by coincidence. No, but I mean, apparently it's National Podcast Day. It's getting bigger and bigger. The podcast space, it's still growing. It's like the projections are. I don't know the numbers at the top of my head, but
There's 500,000 podcasts, I think.
no, there's got to be way more than
Nah,
that.
that's what I just recently heard Joe Rogan say about, or this other podcast I listened
Okay.
to.
But by 2021, because we're entering the fourth quarter right now, it's supposed to be crazy numbers now. So
But National Podcast Day, baby.
Yeah, what's
It was
going on?
Great.
how's life?
Life is.
I just saw you
great.
last night.
I know we did.
We had a little
If you follow us on In the Frame Podcast on
Yeah.
Instagram, you knew what the heck we were up to.
yeah, true. We had an artist hit us up. You needed to capture some studio vibes, so I did videography. My boy Pete did the photography.
Yep.
He was fucking with this 24. How'd you like the 24?
It was amazing. Perfect lens.
I saw you were messing with the flash. I never seen you use the flash before.
Yeah, I wanted to go more like a little experimental.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to use this opportunity to experiment new tricks and new ideas that I had up my sleeve.
Have you seen the content yet?
No, I don't.
don't even want
I was telling you, like, I don't want to look at it because I'll start editing, and I have a couple projects I'm working on, and I
Okay.
don't want. To
So
take that
it's
time.
funny that you know yourself that like if you open these images and
Yeah.
you see them, like, you're gonna get hyped naturally.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, look at this is sick. Like I'm gonna start
Yeah.
fucking with it.
Mhm.
And you have like 2-3 projects ahead. Like you got to
Yeah.
keep them in order.
Yeah, so that's my priorities, projects I've done. Obviously before yesterday,
Right.
which is great because I like the workflow I'm doing right now. I
you-
wake up at 4 a.m. I make
Is
a
that
coffee.
consistently?
Yeah, this
Dude,
whole
that's
week, dude.
dope, man.
So, like,
okay, Pete might want it after all.
Shit, dude. And I wake up at 4 a.m, make some coffee, go to the bathroom, and then I start editing, bro. Drinking my coffee.
The good part about doing it so early in the mornings is that I'm a little similar, but not as intense as you. I wake up at 6 o'clock. The last few days, I just been feeling inspired, and I crack the laptop open, get a coffee as well, and start freaking working. And the good thing about working early in the morning is that nobody's on Instagram, nobody's texting you, nobody's Snapchatting you. People still use Snapchat. No one's bugging you, so it's like there's zero distractions. So you could just concentrate on your work instead of the middle of the day when people are tagging you or in your mentions and just hitting you up nonstop. So yeah, it's a good thing. I remember I saw a video on Casey Neistat doing something like he said the reason why I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, it was something crazy because he never gets distracted. His kids are asleep early in the morning. He gets all his work done. His wife's asleep as well, so gets all this shit done by 7 o'clock.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things. Let me explain a couple of things. Why I wake up at 4 a.m. You seen those? I feel like on my YouTube video, like, you should wake up at 4 a.m. So one of the reasons.
You should make a vlog, bro.
So one of the reasons I wake up, there's like 3 of them, main ones. One of them, like, I don't have the anxiety of somebody asking me a question or somebody texting me like, hey,
Okay.
like, what's up? And then like messing up my concentration.
Yeah, dude.
2 is
Yeah.
like the night before I go to sleep. I'm like, I'm obviously exhausted. I'm trying to relax the last couple hours before bed.
Yeah, you got to
With
come
Shelby,
down. You got to
yeah.
come down.
And I'm thinking of all these ideas, and then I'm like, you know what, just save it for the morning. So I wake up thinking about my clients, dude. That's one
Okay.
thing. Like
Is that a healthy thing though?
no, it's a good thing because I'm like, it just shows my passion, you know, like
Sure.
like, oh damn, like I'm going to sleep
Okay.
thinking about my client.
So I'm thinking long-term game. You need time for yourself, man.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like you need time for your own thoughts and just
there is a cutoff
relax.
time.
Your brain is not thinking. You're trying to wake up and just like enjoying yourself. And then, I mean, we're in different levels right now because right now I feel like this is still fairly new to you. So I remember, dude, I'm like thinking nonstop. My mind is racing, dude, at night and in morning. So right now I'm training my mind to like, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, my cutoff time of, is around like 8ish.
Gotcha.
When I stop talking.
Still kind of late.
Yeah, it's late, but I get off of work. Remember, I have a 9 to 5, so
Sure.
our lifestyles are completely different. So
For sure.
I have to compensate for that.
That's
because
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
true.
get
That's
left
true.
behind.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give myself, I don't know, 3 hours to work after work if I have time. Obviously, I go to the gym, so sometimes I have an hour, 2 hours, but whatever.
And you still got to give time to the queen.
Yeah, exactly. So like, after 8 or 9ish, whatever time it is, it always varies. I'm like, okay, like time to stop thinking about photography. Close the fucking photography.
It's funny because we text and we're always discussing ideas for the podcast, and you're always like, "Yo, 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:30, I'm done." Yeah. I'm like, I feel you, bro. Yeah. I feel it.
And that's a good thing.
Like yeah, no, it is a good thing. We gotta have boundaries.
Yeah, so
like I'm not hitting you at midnight. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, no, like it's.
And like lately, like I feel like I've been going to sleep early. Well, I feel like I've been doing this for almost about a year. I wake up early, so like I wake up at 4 a.m. I work on my projects for like 2-3 hours, and then I go to work. Yeah. So one of them is like you don't get the anxiety that you have to respond to somebody, or you don't have to.
Dude, tell me about it.
Entertain anybody or whatever. And then 2 is like it's quiet. It's amazing.
You're in full focus.
And then I guess the last thing would be like you wake up thinking about the client, like the inspirations you're thinking before that you were so anxious to like think about, but you just shut that off.
Right.
It's just a burst of energy, and you get it going.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm glad. How's do you feel like a midday crash?
No, just
I feel like
at the end of the week when we pod on Fridays, I do feel like, damn, like
your body.
I feel like I'm taking out jackets.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels great, dude. Like,
yeah.
I tell Shelby,
you are working out too, so like, I mean, naturally you're gonna have more boost of energy. Your lifestyle is changing.
It definitely is. So
like, I seen like you eating pretty clean and shit. Besides tonight, I mean, cheers, bro.
Cheers, bro.
But I mean, prior to the night, like you're always eating pretty clean for the most part, and you're working out a lot since you used to never do that before. Yeah. And now you're getting a routine. Like you're growing, man. Holy shit.
Shit, man, we evolved, bro. So like, we'll get into it later, but I'm gonna go into how like before, dude, like before all this, before we started getting serious about our craft, before we like our circle became close or smaller,
right?
We would just go out, dude. We were like,
God.
Every Friday would come out and it's like,
fam, we'd go out like 6 days a week.
We love photography, but let me go get a beer real quick with the homies. Yeah, like, but we'll get into it right now. But
my god, perfect segue.
Go ahead. But yeah, that's my week been. I'm staying busy, and I've been incorporated that in my life, and I love it, dude.
How was your first studio session? See, I've done a few of these, and
okay, so let's talk about
always a fucking vibe, right?
Yeah, it's always a vibe.
You notice like every artist had their own like photographer / videographer with them.
Yeah,
isn't that funny?
It's like their own little clique.
Yeah, dude.
But that's cool, man. There's bread for everybody, so that makes me happy.
And it's cool because like we met a lot, we shook a lot of hands, man. It was cool.
Like as always, bro.
Yeah.
And so Creative Gang, this is In the Frame podcast. We're not just gonna talk about ourselves. I'm gonna tell you what happened in my experience and what did I learn. And I might be wrong because I've only Googled a little bit, but we were inside the studio, like where the artist is singing. And
okay. The booth.
Like, the booth.
You're in the stew?
Yeah, in the stew, bro. So I'm all like, damn, like, and then like the producer was like, he was like, hey man, like you shooting, right? I'm like, yeah. It's like photography, right? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like what the fuck? Like there's 2 of us. And then he's like, and then I was like, yeah, bro, I know silent shooting. And then I was like, boom, I put it. I had my flash on. I talked to the artist. Obviously, I'm like, yo,
he wasn't checking you like that. He was like, I'm sure there's been photographers where they're like, yeah. And like the producer's like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like you're fucking up our session.
Yeah. So
he was just doing his due diligence. I get it.
Yeah.
But you knew ahead of time. I was impressed when you're like, yeah, silent shooter. I already got that shit, man.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Nice.
And then I was like, okay, I've done silent shooting before. I practiced it, but I've never practiced it with the flash. So I get my flash and I'm like, my camera says like, this feature isn't available. And then I was like, fuck. And then I was like, time to bump my ISO. So then,
good thing you have a Sony system.
So then when I bumped my ISO, I was like, well, like it just caused more problems. And I was like, I managed to correct those problems. And I was like, damn, like thank God, bro, because that would have been scary.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where like you have to, like, if you know your gear, you can think quick. And thankfully, I knew my gear, so I could just think quick and then boom.
Well, you didn't know it well enough to know about the silent shooting.
I didn't because I don't.
Well, you never use silent shooting in Flash. So.
Yeah, I'm a natural lighting shooter.
Natural light.
80% of the time, I'll do Flash when I'm feeling creative, and I know the Flash game. Like I know how to strobe lighting and all that, but.
For the most part, you're outdoorsy.
Yeah, for this part, I wanted to do something different. Like,
it's in a booth, so it's really dark.
Yeah, so I wanted like this creative game, baby. You always want to evolve,
of course.
So I was like, okay, let me try something new, and maybe I can pick up something new and implement it in my photography. But I did use a flash when we were in the producer's booth, and pictures came out fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I was previewing, I was like, damn.
Oh, okay.
So it was a good vibe, man. Like as always, I love doing artists like vibe for the vibes, bro.
Dude. It's just like
it doesn't even feel like you're working.
We
bro.
said it before, like it's just a bunch of creatives creating magic, and like
yeah.
I'm excited, dude. Like I can't wait to cut this piece up for the artist. It was like more like a vlog style, which is like my bag. It's just like a freestyle for me, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I heard him. He's like, "How you feeling?" And then you're like, "Man, I love this. Like, this is like my bread and butter."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, because there's no
pressure.
There's no pressure. There's no like directory. Like,
no, it's like, yo, do this, do. No, it's like, yo, man, just freestyle it. Just get the moments. Just capture the moments.
And that's one of the things I like shooting. I like shooting yesterday with you because I got shots of you. I got shots of the artist. I got shots of the crowd.
We had to communicate too, like in sign language. Like, yo, I was like, yo, you're my shot. Yo, pack up a little bit. Like, and then you did the same thing for me. I'm like, I got you.
At first, I'm like the first 2 minutes, I was like, fuck, like I knew this was gonna happen. Like, cause I was getting fixed, and then I saw my vision, and then like you're like, yo, like I was like, oh fuck, like I reset. But other than that, man, this is crazy. Like,
just imagine, dude, in weddings, man. Like, it happens all the time.
I can only imagine, dude.
Yeah, but like the videographer gets like kind of a priority, sort of, but. You just have to be in good communication. We're gonna start doing weddings pretty soon, so I hope so, bro. We'll start figuring out before then, like, yo, how are we gonna communicate this and shit, you know? Because I've been in situations where I shot a wedding before, and they're going for the first kiss, bro. I'm up in the grill, like I'm doing the nice pushing shot, like it's a nice cinematic wide shot. I'm going towards the groom and the bride, and then I had the photographer who I just met that day or hours prior, because I had no idea who the photographer is, and he's like. He kind of like was pissed at me. He came to me. He's like, "Yo, bro, you just ruined my shot." I'm like,
"Bro, don't be doing that shit."
Yo, I did not feel bad. I'm like, "Sorry, you should have said something." Like, "Yo, say something." Like, "Yo, I'm gonna be doing this. No communication on your end." I did not feel bad at all. I'm like, "Hey, I got my shot, bro. Sorry for you, dude."
Thankfully, we did communicate because as I was like, "Yo, like let's alternate. You're in the booth, I'm in the booth, and then like alternate." And then, one of my concerns was like the flash. I even told you, I was like, "Yo, like, do you mind the flash or what?" Like, what's the deal with that? Yeah. Because when I do flash, like, I don't know if it's gonna fuck up your.
Yeah, you'll see it, but I mean, for the most part, I knew I would like poke at you, and like I could see you like about to shoot with the flash. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna chill for a bit. Once you got done, I kept it pushing.
Yeah, so that was good though, man, because we communicate well and we killed it, bro.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. I can't wait for these projects to come out if they ever fucking come out. Now they're gonna come out though. But yeah, dude, it's good. It's good though.
Yeah. So what we got going on, man?
Okay, so today's topic. I hit you up today. I'm like, yo, let's talk about this, and you're like, perfect, let's do it. Yeah. And the title's a little different. It's a little off. I'm gonna title it "You Are What You Eat."
The fuck? Will you become vegan or what?
It sounds a little strange, but what I mean
elaborate, bro.
What I mean by you are what you eat is if you want to be successful in anything, even outside of the creative space, like you gotta like, of course, you have people you look up to, right? Mm-hmm. People that you're trying to strive for and whatnot, and to get there, you just can't hang out with like that person that you really strive for. Like, let's say Gary Vee, for example. He's pretty extreme, but that's the first name that popped up. Like he's super like, the hustle culture is crazy. Like you work 24/7, 80 hours a week and shit like that. And you're like super motivated. You want to work out. You want to like work as hard as him. You clearly cannot work with the guy because he's kind of unreachable, but you want to work with people similar to him. Like they have that same exact mindset.
Okay.
And so you want to put yourself in this situation where you're working and you're always around people with that same mindset. So you guys all push each other and elevate each other. So, I mean, this goes a few years back. Like, we just talked about it earlier. Yeah. We were fucking partying 24/7, man. We didn't take our shit serious at all.
Yeah.
And to the point where I had to like stop hanging out with certain people. Why the fuck can I talk right now? Shit.
It's because you got a lot on your mind, bro. Let's take it one step at a time. So let's take one.
Guide me.
Let's break it down, bro. So what the fuck's Alberto talking about? You are what you eat. You are. Let me just put it straight up. You are an average of your friends.
Facts.
Who you hang out.
Yes. That's exactly
what I've heard is like you're an average. Your personality. You ever heard that? It's like I can tell who you are by who you hang out with.
Oh, facts. Blah, blah. Yeah, for sure.
So you're an average. What I've heard is like of your 5 friends.
Yep.
Of your first 5 closest friends, that an average.
Yeah.
You are them.
Right.
So what do I mean by that? Let's break it down. So the first thing, each close friend to you, contributes something to your personality, because you're constantly seeking approval of those 5 friends, whatever they do. So you like you said, when we used to go to bars, like, oh, they're like approving of me. I'm cool. Like I keep going to the bars and picking up girls,
fucking beers,
chugging girls, meeting people. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's one thing. So that is what we mean by like you are what you eat. You are what your inner circle is. The closest 5 friends.
You hang out with 4 drunks, you're gonna be the 5th drunk.
Yeah.
You hang out with 4 millionaires, you're gonna be the 5th millionaire.
You know? So remember when we went back in the episodes, a couple episodes behind, we were talking about what the fuck? I just blanked out.
It's all good. I'll take it over.
What the fuck? I had a great idea.
I hate when that happens.
We were talking about friends.
Okay.
How your inner circle makes you up. So, fuck, dude. I blanked the fuck out, dude.
You need a drink, dude.
But, anyways, man, you can control who you hang out with. Right?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
so that's what we mean. You are what you eat. You control what the fuck you eat. You control your friends.
And that even goes literally too. Like, if you eat a lot of bad food and a lot of fast food, you're gonna feel like shit, man, because you're eating shitty food. So you're eventually gonna feel like shit.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, I just remember my thought.
If you eat clean food, clean diet, you work out great, you're gonna feel great naturally.
So my shit just came back.
Let's get her.
So okay, that eating shit. We all have that from, like, if you go back in the episodes, what I was trying to say was that I want to work out, and then like the moment you have a moment of bitchness, because if
bitch assness,
you're gonna be like you're whoever the fuck you're talking to, that lazy friend's gonna be like, man, don't worry about it, bro. You got the membership, right? You pay a month. You go tomorrow.
It's happy hour right now, dude. Let's go.
It's happy hour, bro. Let's go.
I got the first round.
Yeah, I got the first round. Let's go and let's get a pizza after and watch a movie. Let's call it a day. I'm like, I bet you're right. That's what you're gonna become, bro.
Dude, that used to be us.
And I was like,
remember, you used to do that to me actually. Fam. Let's get a breakwater. It's Wing Wednesday.
Oh yeah, but
I bet.
Yeah, that is true, bro. I used to do that shit. But
you're learning though. Go ahead.
It was cool, like how, like if you're looking for that easy way out, and those friends who like enforce that easy way out,
right,
you're gonna become that easy way out.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
And there's nothing wrong. Like, we're not telling you guys to like fucking cut out everybody in your circle that's not going the wave that you're trying to go for. Like, no, don't do that. Like, I still love all my friends, man. Like, I don't hang out with them as much anymore because they're still in that wave that I'm not in anymore.
Yeah, we're not.
I kind of like, not to say
we're not saying we're better than anybody.
Yeah, no, not at all. But I kind of grew out of that. Like, fam, like, I'm not 21 anymore. Like, I got to get my shit going, dude.
Yeah. So like, if you ever, instead of like going with that person who like, hey man, like, take a day off. Let's go get pizza and wings.
Right.
And then let's go watch a movie or whatever.
Yo, fuck the gym session, bro. You could just go tomorrow.
If you're feeling like that, instead of talking to your friend, like, I forgot what the fuck his name is. Record yourself, bro. And think those thoughts out loud. Like, man, I'm thinking about just like dishing this gym and going get 2 Big Macs and a beer 6-pack.
You were the Big Mac guy too, bro.
And
2 for $5. Remember that?
Shit, they're not here no more, bro. Maybe sometimes, but so record yourself and then like play that shit, and then like he says like,
that's interesting.
Just hear your bitches.
I haven't heard that.
Hear yourself bitching, bro. And be like, fuck that shit, and that shit motivate you.
Okay.
So
did you do that?
No, I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about doing it if I ever have a moment of bitchness.
Yeah.
So what you were saying about how, you know, we're not better than anybody.
We're not
trying to put anybody down.
Nope.
This brings
and
me
if you take it like that, sorry.
Yeah. What we're trying to explain is that, okay, so that brings me up to my next point, which is the law of thirds. Have you ever heard about that?
Law of thirds? No.
The law of thirds. You want to hang out with somebody you can like look up to as a mentor.
Okay.
Right? So you want to spread your like 33% time, or like 1/3. So like
33%.
Yeah. So you want to hang out with a mentor, and you always want to hang out with like the people you want to hang out with to have fun and help you like de-stress. And then you want to hang out with like people who you can teach.
Okay. So I've never heard of this. This is new to me.
So what the fuck are you talking about? 2/3 or 1/3. So hanging out with who you want to like look up to, right?
Sure.
You grasp and you want to, like, financially wise or whatever it is, your
career path, whatever.
You look up to them. You're learning shit.
Mm-hmm.
The second third is people who you just want to chill and relax, get your mind off things,
yeah,
to
just
balance out life.
decompress. Yeah,
That could be that person who you get a beer once a month or whatever,
sure.
a couple times a month. And then the one third, the last third, that completes your whole law of thirds is people who you want to mentor, because that's gonna help you grow as a person, implementing the things you're learning from your first third, and just evolve, bro.
Pause, but you're mind fucking me right now because now that you're saying this, like I'm clicking everything you're saying right now. Holy shit!
You're already practicing these, bro.
Without even knowing it.
Shit, dude.
Dude, I didn't know that. I didn't know about this. I'm gonna look into this more after the Potter. But dude, that's very interesting though, man. Like we said, like we're not telling you to cut off everybody in your circle. Like I had to do that for a second. Like I still have some of my close friends. Well, I don't know if shit. I don't know if we're close friends anymore, but like friends of mine
You're gonna be listening like fuck.
Yeah, they're like, man, you changed, man, you changed. I'm like, isn't that a good thing to change though? Like,
yeah.
I'm still living in the same area. I'm just on a different wave, man. Like, I think if you don't change at all, like, fam, I don't know, something, maybe you, man. Like, I want to evolve. I always want to change. I always want to strive better for myself. I don't want to be myself fucking from 2 years ago. Like, dude, that shit was whack. Like, no, I was fucking broke as fuck now. And now, like, I'm doing pretty good for myself as a freelance. Yeah. That's growth.
Dude.
And I stopped hanging out with those people that always wanted to party, always wanted to fucking go out to the clubs, always wanted to just do nothing, literally sit. I cannot just sit there and watch a game, dude, anymore. I can't do that. If I do watch a game, because I do love like watching, like I like waking up in the morning on Saturdays and watch the Premier League, and I have my laptop open. I'm either like editing video or I'm fucking editing some images, some stills. I can't just sit there and fucking not do shit.
No, I'm the same way, dude. I'm like full, like listening to, I mean, as we record this podcast, obviously, like I'm just like, whoa, like I'm implementing these things where like I'm motivating myself by listening to us, because I obviously edit it, so I have to listen to it.
Same.
And it's like, man, like 2-3 years ago, dude, like I would never thought I would be working this hard. Like waking up at 4 a.m.
Your mindset was somewhere different.
Like worrying about helping other people with photography things. Like that was not my problem. That was like, dude, my mindset was completely different. And it's like hearing ourselves, like in our experiences, like what we've been through, is like, damn, like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why, like, you saying your morning routine right now, you're waking up at 4 a.m. I didn't know that. Like, I was like, you would have not done that shit even 12 months ago, because you weren't taking it too serious. But now, like, I feel like you're balls deep with it. Pause, but like you're balls deep with this shit. Like, you're trying to do better for yourself.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you see your talent is helping, or whatever the fuck is helping other people, and just that shit just drives you.
And the fact when people are like bigging you up, like let's say your clients are like, holy shit, these images are crazy, man. Like, doesn't that like, dude, I gotta go even harder now.
Exactly.
That's same thing with the podcast, dude. We have people from like all over the world literally DMing us, man, from like not to big us up, but for real, like, dude, I always tell you, I always fuck around with you, like, dude, even if we wanted to quit, we can't even quit anymore. Yeah. Like, we gotta keep going.
We can't let you guys down, bro.
Yeah.
And guys, like, we're just here to help, man.
We're only talking about our experiences, man. We're not the know-it-alls by far, like,
by
dude,
any means.
Yeah, seriously, like, so we're just saying what we've experienced so far and what we've processed, and we're just trying to help any creatives out there that are like in that space where like, fuck, man, like I need to edit these images, but my boys just want to hang out and holler at some girls, or they want to go to the club and talk to some guys. Like,
exactly,
man. Like, fam, like,
straight up, man, straight up. We ain't no fucking cheerleaders, bro.
Yeah, we were there though. We were there in our early 20s.
So let me tell you why we're fucking different, bro, from other podcasts, because we're fucking transparent. It's like, how you transparent? You don't tell me what's going on in your life. We're transparent in our careers, like what like what we're feeling, what we're going through, what conflicts we face. Like, we ain't here to fucking cheer you and be like, oh, you're into photography? Don't worry, keep it up. Like, no, man, like, if you ain't doing work, you ain't gonna, your work ain't gonna keep you nowhere, bro.
Right.
So, we're here to, like, motivate you guys by telling you the facts, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. We ain't cheerleading you and being like, oh, you love photography and you want to make money.
You could do it.
You can do it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
We gotta keep it a stack with you guys, man.
Yeah, and
it's hard. It's not for everybody. I always said it since day one. Like, yo, this isn't for everybody. You can do it as a hobby. Nothing wrong with doing it as a hobby, but this Potter is for, like, people that are trying to make it into a business.
Yeah.
From freelance to a legit business.
Yeah. So like, if I hope like you guys are getting something out of this, and let's continue with the fucking subject, bro. So,
but yeah, dude, if I was in that situation where I knew what I had to do, so I knew I had to like separate myself from certain people in my circle because they were just having a different wave, and I knew I wanted to do something different. Like not necessarily do something different because everyone's done their own thing in the past. So I just knew what I wanted to do, and I want to get into photography, videography, and try to somehow make income out of it. And so what I did
talk about experience, bro.
I didn't know any photographers, videographers in the area besides you. But we were just doing it as hobbies. So I was trying to make some money out of it. And so I follow all these people on Instagram that I look up to and stuff like that. And so, I mean, of course you follow them, you consume their content, and you try to like get as much, you try to just pretty much pick their brain just via their content. And I'll shoot some DMs here and there, and we'd make some contact and whatnot. And that's when I met Adrian on the Black with No Cream Facebook group. Because it's a melting pot of creatives from all over the country. And so I remember when he put on Facebook like, yo, I'm looking for an editor for a short film that I'm working on. And I'm like, yo, I'm from San Diego. Like, I got you. And we connected. He's like, yo, show me your reel. I'm like, I don't got a reel, but this is my fucking latest travel film that I did. I think it was like the Oceanside one.
Yeah.
And so like, yo, this is dope, bro. Like, this is dope. Let's fucking meet up. And so we met up. We did the 48-hour film. That's when I met Iman, who you met yesterday. Yeah, that same film. He was the audio guy. So that's how I've known him since way back.
Damn.
So that's why it was good seeing him yesterday. But anyways, we connected really good, and now we're really good fucking friends, man. It's crazy. Yeah. The power of the internet is amazing, man. Like, I know this whole movie, The Social Dilemma, is out there, and people are killing the internet and killing social media, man. Fam, little off topic right now, but fam, you have the full control of your algorithms. Like, the people that are blaming social media for their fucking failures in life, fam, you're an L. I'm sorry. If you're a listener and you're fucking feeling that way, bro, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say I'm not sorry. It's okay, dude. Bro. Like, that's on you, man. Like, I love the internet. If you use it correctly, it'll work to your advantage. Like, I wouldn't be shit without the internet, honestly. Like, I swear to God, like, this is super off topic, but it goes
shit out, bro. It
goes to where I'm like, I got here because of the internet, fam. I swear to God. Like, if it wasn't for the fucking, I got my fucking corporate job. I didn't have a resume. I threw my YouTube link from the internet, and I got the job, bro. Like, come on. Like, I love the internet. People that shit on the internet, oh my God, like, you're so stuck on your phone, and like, bro, I don't want to be present. Like, I've trained myself to like know how to be present and not just be like, ooh, you know, like,
yeah.
Anyway, super off tangent. Like,
no, I love it, bro.
That's why I just can't stand the people like the social dilemma. People are like killing the internet and shit like that, and social media. I'm like, fam, you have full control of your algorithms. If you control a lot of bullshit, if you consume bullshit, you could block that. You could like, there's a feature on Instagram where you could put, do not show me this kind of shit anymore. It says, do not show me. I forgot when you like press the button, you kind of swipe up and it says, don't show me this kind of related stuff, content. So dude, you see my fucking explore feed. It's either camera gear, how to fucking do certain video tricks, or fucking that's pretty much it. Like, that's all my fucking algorithms are. An entrepreneur shit, of course.
Yeah.
So I met Adrian. I was like, damn, this guy has a studio and everything like that. That was the fucking studio that we went to yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So that's where like he has a studio and everything.
His old studio.
Shouts to Gold Standards. And so, dude, I wanted to hang out with him as much as I could, and we've been hanging out since. Like, he's taught me so much about the business. He's taught me so much about videography. He's taught me so much how to talk to clients and shit like that. And then the people that I look up to, like Gordon and fucking like I Am Anthony, and like there's other people that I actually have relationships with, man, right now as we speak, dude. It's fucking nuts. Like, the people that I used to look up to, like, I call them fucking homies now. It's fucking crazy, man, because of the power of the internet. And you're just a chill guy. They sense your vibe. They like your work. It's like they want to fucking connect with you, man. And so like right now, like my fucking network is like in fucking insane, dude. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Like, I never talk about it this much, but like right now I am, because I'm fucking hyped right now. I don't know if you could tell, but my fucking network is fucking insane right now, dude. And I fucking love it.
I love that you said that, because like your homie Adrian's like somebody who like is your homie. So you both share this thing where you guys want to grow and become successful, right? And then like the other third is like the person you're looking up to. So like Gordon Lee, he's not older than us, but he's like making like, he's successful.
Fam, he just fucking racked like 30,000 in fucking September.
So
His goal was 28, bro.
Yeah,
and he got 30.
You are looking to Gordon Lee. That's your other third.
Yeah,
which is like you want to like reach that financial status.
And I work with creatives that they look up to me, and like I'm not even talking about the podcast. This is outside the podcast.
Yeah.
People that like, yo, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with that? What kind of lens should I get? What would you do with this camera movement? What do you think about my edit? It's like, fam, like. So when you were saying the rule of thirds or the fucking whatever you were saying, dude, it's like boom, boom, boom. Like, holy shit. Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. And you'd be the one that's like, right now we're both pushing each other right now.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's competitive, but in a great, healthy way. It's not like, man, fuck you, bro. Like, these are my clients. Like, no, bro. Wow. Like, love is love, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, we're pushing each other and it's, I don't know, man. I feel like we're in the same, I feel like we're finally in the same way because like, 12 months ago, you weren't in that wave with me.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You were just in your own world, doing your own thing. You're handling life.
Yeah.
And you had your job and shit like that. But like,
well, now I'm like, damn, I'm about to quit my job. But I mean, it all comes with hard work, you know.
Yeah. I mean, we've always said this. You can't work around hard work. You can't. This is not hard work.
So let me bring this up because this isn't because of like, oh damn, Pete, you just got popular because of the podcast. No, like check my images, bro. Yeah. Go to Peter Flames at Instagram, dude.
Shameless plug.
Tell me I ain't San Diego's best, bro. Tell me I ain't San Diego's finest.
Chill the fuck out.
I'm not fucking.
Chill out, relax.
I'm just feeling myself, bro. Nah, man, like people fuck with me because my vision is what I made it, and people can relate to that and are inspired. Like, yo, I want a picture like that, or I want that look, or I want this. Right. It's not because of clout. It's not because like. I just got lucky and like, well, let's do this podcast.
There could be something with it, but we don't know that. We can't measure that.
Yeah, who knows, man? Whatever the fuck it is.
But your clients are not listening. Your clients are not listening to the podcast, so there's no fucking way. How the fuck would they know?
I don't tell my clients. I'm like, yo, check out my. Like, I'm just like saying.
You're not that cornball. Like, yo, check out my. You like telling your resume and shit, like your accolades and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't. And then if anything, like I had a client recently. Like,
let's talk about it.
I have a camera. This whole time we shot for an hour. And then he was like, "Oh, I have a camera too, but I don't know how to like mess with it." Blah blah blah. How do you buy a lens?
No. What did he ask you? No,
this is what he told me.
He asked you like, "How do you know when to switch lenses?"
No, he told me he's like, "How do you know what lens to buy?" And I was like, "Bro, you just gotta do your research on YouTube." It's like I spent hours and hours and hours. And then he was like, "Oh, but like what brand or whatever?" I'm like, all right, bet.
That's when you gotta
yeah. I was like, "Bro, I actually have a podcast with my buddy." It's like we talk all about this in the Frame podcast. I dropped the mic and I left. Obviously, I got paid, but I left. Yeah. But I was like, every client I go to, dude, I'm like,
I don't even
like, what's up, man? Peter, in the Frame podcast host. I don't know if you know me, but man, I just like, yo, like
that's just corny.
The first thing I say is like, I appreciate you loving my work. And that's it. This whole other thing, man, this is full at times. Like sometimes I don't want my clients to watch this because I talk improper.
Yeah, no, same, dude. Like I don't.
I'm sure you don't want your clients to see this first thing, like fuck off, pussy. Like you know,
some of our haters gonna be like, "Yo, this is the guy you hire all the time."
Yeah, for real. So like, this is for the creative gang.
Yeah.
This is like besides clients.
This is separate, man. This is for fun. Yeah, this is for fun. We're not getting paid for this.
This is for fun and to help you guys from our experiences, so you guys can grow because we're here to help, man. But that's great, man. I love what you said about that.
Yeah, so, dude, the power of the internet.
You're applying the thirds, bro. You don't even know it.
Without even knowing it. I got on the internet, and I found some local creative friends. And I'm like, yo, let's fucking hang out, dude. Like, let me go to you. Like, let me spend my money and my gas, my time. Let me hang out with you because I got nothing to lose, man. Besides that, like, money fucking comes and goes. Like, I don't care about money to an extent. But, like, my goal was to, like, create solid, authentic relationships.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have. And I met a lot of people. Like that door opened for me and a ton of doors open for me. Mm-hmm. It's been popping, bro. It's been popping.
That's great, man. That's great. And I love hearing that because it just like motivates everybody, dude. Mm-hmm. Like you got to find your niche, man. You got to say yes to most of the jobs because
when you first start off,
that'll help you like find your niche. Like we said prior episodes, you have a wedding offer pops out of nowhere. Hey, you want to do my wedding? I'll pay you $1,000. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Money seems good because it's your first wedding and it's a lot of money for you. Right. But then you do it and you're like, oh shit, this is a lot of work. I don't like it.
Right.
And then we'll scratch that off. Go on to the next whatever offer it is.
Well, shit, fucking Adrian. Ironically, when I got back from my travels, you know how I hit up all my buddies. I'm like, yo, I'm back. What's good? Let's fucking work. He was the first one that gave me my first paying job. He gave me like his I don't know if it was a relative of his. It was like a juice was like a fucking vegan recap video that they wanted me to do, and it was like $200. It was fucking nothing. But at the time, I don't give a fuck. I don't have any kind of experience, and I wouldn't mind $200 as well because I'm fucking broke.
Yeah.
And so I did it. Hated doing it. The video came out fire. But I knew like, yo, I never wanted this kind of work because you got to figure out. This is off topic from what we're talking about, but like, you got to be the yes man. And the more yes you do, like, yeah, you're gonna get some income as well. But you're gonna know like what you hate and what you like to do, and then you're gonna niche down eventually. And like, yo, this is my lane, dude. This is what I love to do. This is what I truly love to do, for sure.
Yeah. So, perfect segue to, okay, Peter, Alberto, what the fuck? You guys been talking about eating what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
What should I eat? What friend should I choose? What mentor? What should I do? So, right. I made up a list of 9 people you want to find and hang out with, and make that circle of yours that'll help you evolve as a creative. So, number 1, the people who are ambitious and passionate. Right. So you just talked about people you know who are passionate and ambitious, want the same thing as you. Those are the people you want to find. Yeah. So maybe Facebook groups.
Yeah.
Instagram. If you ever go to like photography groups to go and shoot something.
Wherever you guys are at, there is always going to be a photography, videography, graphic designer, whatever the fuck you into. There's always going to be a group in your city.
Yeah.
You look it up. If you're a photographer in, let's say, Cleveland, Cleveland photographers, there's probably going to be a group of Cleveland photographers. And from there, that's where you network and whatnot.
Yeah. So, I mean, the smaller the Montana, shit, you might have like 2 groups, and then you're lucky because that's cool. Easier for you.
Yeah. You can conquer that market easily. In San Diego, there's so many groups in San Diego, like a ton.
And the second type of people, the doers. People who want to do shit with their lives. They're not going out and they're not thinking about every Fridays. Weekend. They're thinking about Fridays like great,
getting destroyed.
Let's get these the people you want to go for are like people who are like, damn great, Friday. Let me push my my see what's out there. Who wants a photo shoot during the weekend? Those are the doers, right? The third one, problem solver. Yeah. People who want to solve problems. So people who want to help or collaborate to help. Like your networking, maybe they set up something.
Right.
Once this COVID thing is we'll probably set something up so we collab.
Dude, we've had people actually hit us about like, yo, you guys should do a meetup. I'm like, fam.
Right. Shit.
It's fucking crazy.
Finally famous. It's fucking Big
Sean.
Big
Sean. I know. But like we are like, yo, COVID, you can't really do that shit. But like maybe once COVID chills the fuck out, we're for sure gonna plan something big for sure. But yeah.
Believe it's gonna be in Oceanside. Shit. Even though they don't show us love, but whatever. So the fourth type of person, those who have similar journeys. So what you were just saying with your buddy, you both want to like strive to be like at Gordon Lee's level, where like you don't have to fucking worry about shit, bro.
Right.
You're making 30 racks a month, and
Jesus,
that's life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're doing what you love, and you're making a shit ton of money. The fifth type of person, those who you can inspire and be a role model to. So that's a rule of the thirds, right?
Yep.
The 1/3. So you want to inspire people. You want to be that person for those people. So a mentor.
I feel like you don't want to do it intentionally. Like I didn't do it intentionally.
No,
I literally just been focusing on myself. And naturally, people like, yo, man, I look up for your work. I look up to your work. Your work is insane. I'm like, dude, you really think that? That's insane that you think that, man.
Yeah. Like people DM me and be like, what do you think of this picture?
Isn't that crazy?
Or like, what do you think?
What should I do? Like, what is your eye catch that I don't catch? Like,
yeah. So like that's basically what it is. And the more people you hang out with, that helps you become a leader. We all want to become leaders, right?
Because not everybody wants to.
That is true, but I feel like that's a good characteristic to have.
Of course, but like, not everybody wants to be a leader. Some people like to be behind the scenes, kind of thing, and just.
I mean,
nothing wrong with that, but
I mean, it's good to be a leader. Another type of person, those who can help you tap into your full potential. So you don't want to have. Okay, let me explain something. You don't want to have cheerleaders because that's not going to help you tap into your full potential because they're
just gassing you up.
They will gas you up and be like, oh, so you didn't feel like doing it today? Don't worry, man. There's another day tomorrow. Yeah. You got this.
Right.
You want people who brings me up to the next person who can provide genuine feedback and isn't the cheerleader. So they're going to be really harsh.
Bro, sometimes you call me a hater, but I'm like, bro, I'm telling you how it is, man.
It's just.
But I feel like your ego was so like, I don't know, like you were just sensitive back then. But right now, like I feel like you're understanding. Like if I tell you something, bro, like I'm my fan, cause I'm telling you because I've been there before. And like, oh, you're right. Like, but before, bro, you were like, fuck off. What the fuck do you know? Like,
no, and
can we admit that?
I tell you some things sometimes, and like it's like, yeah, you're right. I thought about this, and then it's like assuring, like, shit, I should have fixed that, or I should have done this,
right?
And that's why we are that person. We're genuine help. Like we don't gas each other up.
Yeah,
we'll tell you like straight up. You told me stuff, I told you stuff, and those are the type of people you want,
right?
So,
was that all 9?
No. So then the 8th person is those who can help you become happy and positive. So this can be your your one person who you hang out once a month, twice a month. Like, yo, let's go catch a beer and get a pizza and watch a football game. Okay, fine, let's go. Shout out to I'm just kidding. Motherfucker. It's always good to like let loose, man.
Oh man, dude, once in a while for sure, man. Don't think about work. Don't think about life. Just have a good time, man.
Yeah, and those are you have to have them to have balance in your life.
It's been different because right now, like, COVID and shit's kind of weird going to bars nowadays, but I mean, people still do it. I don't really give a fuck that much, but like, you and I would go to the bar at least once a night, like on Thursdays, to get a beer, just fucking recap our week and shit like that, you know. But now we do it in the pod. Let's fucking go.
Let's get her going. And the final person you want to hang out with, ladies and gentlemen, is people who just want to keep moving forward, man. They're never stagnant. They're just like looking for the next thing. They're looking for the next move. They're looking for the next thing to evolve, and those are the people you want in your circle, because it's gonna help you grow,
right?
And without noticing it.
I will throw a what do you call it? Oh my god,
what, Hail Mary?
Honorable mentions.
Oh,
it's a little different. People you want to avoid is the negative Nancy fucking bitches at life and hates their life and just wants to bring you down with them.
Are you sure they weren't? Are you sure they weren't genuine?
I'm just saying, like,
how do you tell the difference?
Yeah, true. I mean, but like, you know, the certain people that are like, they could be your fucking grade school homies, and they're just like, bro, like, you're just always like hating? Negative, and you're just not necessarily hating, but like, they just talk about their drama and like the same story over and over and over. And my fam,
what are you talking about, bro?
I've heard this story many times, man. Like, yo, do something about it, man. Like, I've tried to give you advice, but you clearly don't listen, and you're still in the same bullshit, and you're just trying to bring you down. Is like, fam, like, get that negativity like away from me, man. And it's one of the reasons why I had to like step away from like certain people in my life, because I was like, fam, you guys are just like, you guys aren't going nowhere. You guys are literally going to be in the same spot 5 years from now. And I'm looking back and I'm like, fam, you're still in the same spot. Like, not that I'm on top of fucking Mount Everest. But
that one listener's like, damn, I always talking about how you're better than us.
I'm not better than anybody. We're not better. Man. We're talking about experiences. Better than everybody.
This is how you differentiate your circle.
But I can look back and I can analyze certain things. I'm like, all right, I definitely went from here to here, and you're still right here. Like, come on, dude.
It's a constant theme, bro. Like, don't. If you're hanging out with, like you said, drunks, you're gonna be a drunk. You're gonna be a fit drunk. So like, you gotta look in the mirror and be like, God damn, like,
what the fuck am I doing?
What am I doing in 20 years?
Yeah,
you know, like,
or even fucking 3 years from now. Like, it doesn't have to be significant 20 years, but I've evolved in 3 years. I could tell you for sure.
Yeah. So let's end this with like the summary. So what we wanna. You know, as a creative game, what we want you to grasp from this whole conversation that we just had.
Look at the 5 close people you hang out all the time. Do they bring you any value, like genuine value?
So, yeah, value is really important.
Yeah,
but what I think is most important is the emotional impact those people bring to you, right?
Right.
So, why emotional over, like, you know, but what everything else, because emotional thing is the emotional part of this whole, like, your circle is what drives you as a person to like hit your goals. So like, you got to think about it as their opinion, you value it because they're your close circle, right? And you share shit with that are similar. You value their opinion. So if you fall back on a project, or if you're like this client was a not very good client, but whatever, man. There's other clients, like, they're gonna be like, whoa, dude, like, they're gonna check you. They're like, dude, like, every client matters, bro. It doesn't matter if you didn't like it, blah blah blah. And you're gonna be like, oh shit, like, that's true, bro. So like, you can go harder. So emotionally wise, you're looking for their their opinion. Their opinion matters to you. So that makes you great, and you want to keep people who can keep you in check and can emotionally impact you.
Right.
So I feel like you have a lot of people who emotionally impact you, and I have a lot of people that emotionally impact you, like whether it be family, friends, close circle that motivate you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like today, I was talking to one of my uncles today, and I remember when I first told him like, "Yo, I'm gonna do fucking videography full time." He's like he's a little older.
In your face,
He's no. I love this guy. He was like a little older, so he's like, "Oh, you're gonna just do videography, huh? Like just weddings and quinceañeras and shit like that." I was like, "Yeah, whatever." He doesn't know the internet age.
Yeah,
he's a little older. Like I said, he's a different generation, and so like
you gotta educate.
He's like, "Oh man, good luck, dude. Like that's cool that you're doing that you want to do, but like good luck with that."
Yeah.
And then I was speaking to him today, and then like my mom always talks to him all the time, and like he's like, Alberto's fucking always busy. Like he doesn't have time for anything. Like he's fucking like
booked and busy.
Yeah, for sure. And so I was talking to him, like I was hanging out with my mom today, and I spoke with my uncle on the phone as well. And then he's like, dude, like I've heard of all your success. It's like it's freaking crazy. Like I remember us having that conversation about you want to do video. Like I'm so proud of you and stuff like that. I was like, fam, like that's fucking dope, man. Like I was like, at the same time, I was like, bro, I told you I was gonna do this shit, right? At the same time, like, you know, but it was all love though. Like it wasn't no hate at all. Like he was fucking legit, like bigging me up. Like it was dope, bro.
That's good, man. That's good for you. Which uncle was it? No, I'm just kidding.
You never actually met him, actually.
Dude, that's dope, man. But what are your final thoughts? What are your final summaries, bro? Let's wrap this shit up.
Hang out with like-minded people, man. It's so simple. Hang out with like-minded people. I'm not gonna tell you to stay away from certain people in your life because I am not shit to you. So don't take my word for it. But I'm telling you my experience. I stopped hanging out with certain people. You did as well. And we're in this fucking wave where like, fam, like sky's the limit.
Bro, number one thing we can both attest to, we don't go out anymore on the weekends, bro.
Call us grandpas, man. Like
it's not even that.
Our friends call us like, man, you're fucking washed, bro. I'm like, you're right. I am washed.
Bro, we're
like,
working on weekends. Like and Saturdays like, and Sundays, we're working.
The crazy thing is like, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you. My work doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm like, fam, I'm on a computer fucking making a video.
Not only that,
and I'm getting paid with one project, pays my fucking rent. Fam, what?
Not only that, bro. Think about it. I'll pay you X amount of dollars because I love your work. Oh, by the way, it's gonna be Sunday night at 5 golden hour. Bet I'll be there.
Right.
3 years ago, that's fucking football season, bro. That's like I have to go get wings.
Right now it's the NBA. Right now it's game 1 of the NBA finals,
bro. Literally, this happened to us like last weekend where I couldn't make that thing, and then I was like, I'm gonna do what I love, and I'm gonna get paid. Like fuck that shit. It was like some like
I could always hang out later.
Yeah, I was like fuck that shit. And then,
but at the same time, you do want to have a proper balance.
Yeah, and that balance.
And my mom was telling me like, yo, you need to have some kind of balance, like hang out with the family here and there. I'm like, Mom, I love you guys, but right now, like this is like this opportunity. Like I gotta grind as hard as I can. So the next 5 years, I'm gonna fucking coast it.
Yeah, and that balance is up to you. We don't know your personal life. You can have
everyone has different situations.
Yeah, it's different situations. So that's up to you to figure that out. We can't really help you with that.
Right.
That's up to each individual where you're struggling with that. And
right.
If you look back to our episodes, man, we talk about balancing and stuff, but that's going to do it for episode number 18, bro. All
right, let's get with frame of the week though, man. This week's framer. Why do I keep saying framer? It sounds like a fucking construction worker. This week's frame of the week is going to go to at Cole Anderson. And this guy is from Ontario. Wait, Ontario? Why are you laughing, dude? I knew I was going to fuck it up. I knew I was going to fuck it up too. Ontario, Canada, man. We got a fucking Canada fucking creative gang. Let's fucking go.
National, baby.
Let's go. And his image, this image was fucking insane. It's a
vintage lens.
You'll see it here on YouTube. And if you're on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Play, link in the description on the show notes. Shot with the manual lens from a 1971 Canon FD 135 2.5 f2.5. Like that's a vintage lens. It's pretty much a slow shutter speed shot of night street photography, as you'll see it here on YouTube.
The trails.
But what interested me, what got my interest was like, fam, this shit was a 1971 manual lens. Like, let's talk about vintage, guys.
Dude, that was.
Have you ever fucked with the vintage lens? I've never fucked with the vintage lens.
Nah, but like you said, like we were talking about the new like filming came back.
Oh no, it's filming, like, I mean,
it's coming back.
I mean, vintage is always going to be a trend.
But vintage, nah, man. I've only fucked with manual lenses. I bought when I had my A6000. I had a $60 lens, manual lens, and dude, it was manual, and I fucked with it, and I was like, God damn, like you couldn't even tell the difference between it was a prime. But I mean, yeah. But yeah, man, not vintage. No, I haven't. Have you?
No, I have not. The only manual lens I fucked with was the Rokinon that you sold me, the 12 millimeter.
Yeah.
Hated it because it's fucking manual.
That
just shows like filmmakers back then and photographers back then, like there was no autofocus, bro. There was no Fire Sony autofocus back then. Yeah. It's like, fam, like they actually took the time to compose their shots and execute their fucking focus and hit that shutter. Like, I just respects, bro. Like when I see films from like back in the day, it's like, I know movies still are not shot in autofocus. I mean, maybe some films are, but dude, I shoot 95% of my shots are autofocus because Sony just picks it up so good.
Oh, prime example, dude. Godfather. It was filmed like in the 60s or 70s or whatever. And like you would watch it right now, and I'm like, holy shit, this was made like in the 80s. And no,
it was like, it was in the 70s.
It was insane.
Yeah, and it aged well too. Like it has like
that's what I'm saying.
Like so when Adrian shot me for his Mindset Monday, he had a Pro Mist filter. I'm not sure if you're familiar with. Ooh, that just reminded me of something. He had a Pro Mist filter, which pretty much makes it a softer look. It gives it like that vintage. He was telling me, I'm like, yo, what the fuck exactly is a Pro Mist filter? And like, why would you use it? Because all these cameras are high quality digital, like very sharp, you know. And so he had a Pro Mist filter. He's like, yeah, this gives it a filmic look. It just softens the looks and it blemishes the highlights or something like that. Because I'm new to that. So he was like using that, and then today Peter McKinnon, he dropped his fucking his new sets of ND filters from Polar Pro, and it's like a Pro Mist filter and some other filters as well. But I was watching the YouTube today, and I'm like, oh, it's interesting. We should talk about that in the Potter. I've never used the Polar Pro ND filters for DSLR or mirrorless cameras. Besides the, I do have my drone ND filters are from Polar Pro, but I've never used the Polar Pro collaboration with Peter McKinnon because those motherfuckers are like $250 a pop.
I have I'm about to sell it tomorrow. The Polar Pro ND, it's like $150. Bro.
You have an ND16.
It's basically the Peter McKinnon's, but like not with the Peter McKinnon name.
It's a Polar Pro. It's not Peter McKinnon though.
It's $160, which is like.
But the Peter McKinnon name just gives it an extra $100.
It's insane. It's stupid. Same shit.
Like I never see myself getting that unless I'm like fucking until I get that 6-figure bag.
Bro, it's insane. It's like it's basically the same shit without Peter McKinnon's name. It's a course line. It's top of the line.
But variable. Supposedly the glass is so fucking fire, like insane. I just don't. I can't find the reason to cough up that much money for ND filter. I have an ND filter as well right now, but it's not the Peter McKinnon. It's Tiffin. It's not a bad fucking brand. It's a pretty good brand. But Polar Pro it's pretty much the Apple version of fucking NDs.
Yeah, and glass. I mean, glass is important because it can affect your image.
For sure. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Them showing his new ND filters from Polar Pro. So, anyways, back to our frame of the week. Yeah. So, shouts to Cole Anderson, Ontario, Cole. Canada. Yo, we appreciate you supporting the Potter. Keep at it, bro. Keep at it. I've been seeing your grid, man. Your shit is fucking fire. Keep at it, dude. Yeah. But that's all I got, man.
Yeah, so that's gonna do it for episode number 18 of In the Frame podcast.
International Podcast Day.
I know, International Podcast Day. Wherever you are, Japan, Mexico, Thailand, Iceland,
like London,
China. If you guys are allowed to listen to us, because they have restrictions with the internet.
No shit, Sherlock.
Korea, South Korea, Portugal. We see you, Portland.
Well, Portland too.
Not Portland. Poland, we see you. Australia, we see you.
All right, man. Stop flexing. Stop flexing. You stop flexing.
Nah, man. They hear us every time. That counts. Yo,
where can people find you?
No, let me. I want to say something different, guys.
Don't cry though.
Nobody.
Pero no llores, güey.
No lloraban. Quiere llorar. Guys, remember, we are giving these we can do something else in our spare time, right?
Oh my god.
But we want to give you guys an experience. The least you can do, and the mean the world to me and Alberto, is share our shit, man.
Oh yeah, show it to a creative that could use this knowledge.
That means like $1,000 to me, bro. Like, just do that, man. Keep me motivated, man.
Like our video on YouTube. It doesn't take too much effort.
If I don't get 3 shares next week, bro, I'm not showing up. I'm telling you straight up, I ain't showing up.
I'm gonna do a solo pod.
I'm tired of this free 99, bro. I ain't getting no nothing out of this shit. So remember, gang,
we do get a lot of it, man. Stop saying that.
Nah, I don't give a fuck, bro. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, we love you guys, man. We just want the little support, bro.
Yeah,
like, it means a lot.
No, I mean, we do get plenty of support, but like, yeah, let's try to get those numbers up, man. I'm trying to. We're close to 500 Instagram followers, so I'm trying to get that 500 by next week.
Yeah, we have to.
So we're almost there. We've been doing this for fucking 18 weeks, so that's pretty good. Almost 500. Yeah. I'm not. Once I get to 500, I'll be proud, man. I'm like, fuck, bro.
And for a young podcast, we're doing great. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, you were showing me the numbers. You were showing me the numbers the other day. It was like, I don't really give a fuck, but that's dope. Like, but you were super hyped though. I was like, I don't care.
Bitch, you were hyped too, bro.
For a bit, I was like, damn, for real, we're doing.
Nah, we're doing good, bro. We're doing good. I'm happy for both of us, man, because we had an idea and we made that shit happen.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
But you guys,
shouts to the pandemic. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I don't think we'd be here.
I know if it wasn't for the pandemic, shit, we'd probably be doing some other stuff. Yeah. But guys, we appreciate you guys. You guys can find me at Peter Collin Frames. Peter Collins is gone. I already deleted it.
Damn, you said that 20 times. Bro. It's right there. I'm looking at it.
I already deleted it, but it's already deleted. If you guys don't follow me at Peter Collin Frames, go ahead and do that. You can check my website, petercollinframes.com. Where the hell can they find you, Alberto?
Holy shit, I almost choked.
What the fuck, dude?
Instagram, _Mendoza_ and YouTube, Alberto Mendoza.
Got it. In the Frame Podcast, episode number 18. We'll see you on episode number 19. Creative Game.
Deuces.
Peace.